because the heat literally, I feel like the heat literally turned my phone off, y'all. And it's not even funny. And I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. But we are live again, so I'm going to talk about 5 things you must do to be successful as a mompreneur. 5 things you must quit doing, to be a successful mompreneur. If you are a mom and an entrepreneur, welcome to my channel. My name is Lovely Jamie Rose, and I am going to share 5 things you must quit doing to become a successful entrepreneur. 1, you're going to have to quit perfectionism. 2, you're going to have to quit being afraid and asking for help. 3, you're going to have to quit being undisciplined. 4, you're going to have to stop unhealthy habits. And 5, you're going to have to stop doom scrolling. Now, I hope that I can remember this order that I gave while I'm going down line by line. So let's get started. So number 1 is perfectionism. As a mom, we want things to be perfect. We want things to go our way. We have an expectation, and when we want to do something, when we do something, we expect it to go a specific way. And so in entrepreneurship, you have to give yourself space for error. You have to give yourself space for trial and error is what I meant to say. Trial and error. Give yourself space to grow and learn. Don't expect yourself to be perfect, please. Okay? I would never want someone to expect for me to be perfect, but no one is out here expecting you to be perfect in entrepreneurship, in your journey as an entrepreneur. So give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. So you're going to have to quit the perfectionism in order to be a successful entrepreneur. Hello. Thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. I am talking about five things you must quit in order to be a successful mompreneur. The second thing is you're going to have to quit being scared of asking for help. I don't know. As moms, we get that mom guilt. We are just like, I'm going to do it on my own. I got this. And we say this till we are like on E, passed out on the couch, acting like we still don't need help. Oh, no, we need the help. Oh, we most definitely need the help. But sometimes we have adapted to this mentality that we can do it all by ourselves. I'm here to tell you that in entrepreneurship, the most beneficial thing you can do for yourself is outsource things. It's ask for help. Hand things over to someone else. And when I say that, I'm not saying, oh, like you have to have a team. What I'm saying is you just being a mompreneur, you can have moments where you do just hire someone or have an intern that volunteers to do the work, right? Or outsource it, like you pay a fee for something to be done, right? It just depends what you're looking for. Like say you're looking to have your website done. And you're a mom, you're navigating life, you got all these other responsibilities, but you really, really, really need your website done, right? Because that's important. You can outsource that so that you're not spending all that time trying to do that. Even you can if you want to, but the point that I'm trying to make is you don't need to feel guilty for asking for help. And this ties in with perfectionism. No one expects you to know everything. No one expects you to know how to do everything on your own. So we got to quit that as mompreneurs in order to be successful. Yes, I have a business. Sorry that I can't read your comments right away. I do have a business. I used to be in the jewelry business. I was the owner of my jewelry business that was called at the time Rose Jewel Collection, and I had my own website, my own jewelry that was on my website. The Lord led me to transitioning. I got pregnant 3 years after having that business, and I paused it, and the Lord led me to transitioning to something new and something different that was originally had started, but he really wanted me to focus on that. And that is helping women and mom entrepreneurs with their administrative and back end needs. So supporting them in the back end. And that can include website support, that can include admin, business tools, and all that stuff. So that is a business that I'm in now. And so number 3, I want to go over number 3. Number 3 is you're going to have to quit being undisciplined. If you are a mom now and you have no kind of structure to your day, maybe you're a free-flowing mom, and that's fine, right? No one's telling you to stop being that. But you will have to build that discipline muscle in entrepreneurship. You can't really just be free flowing as an entrepreneur. You're going to have to create systems and habits that will help you in the long run. For example, if you say that you need to do something for your business, follow through with your own word. If you know you should be working on your website, if you know you should be working on a document, if you know you should be connecting with someone, networking, or perhaps you should be putting yourself more out there for the products that you have, whatever it is that you have written down that you need to be doing. How are you going to get there? Are you planning? Are you preparing? How are you getting to those goals? How are you going to accomplish them? So you cannot just wake up and expect that those things will happen on their own. You have to put in the work. But part of putting in the work is, okay, what is step A, B, and C that I need to do? So you're going to have to develop those skills. You're going to have to create those healthy entrepreneur habits of following through, use your planner and all that. So you're going to have to be disciplined. Okay, so you're going to have to quit being undisciplined to be a successful entrepreneur. I don't know any successful entrepreneur that is lazy, that is undisciplined, that is, doesn't have things like their business organized. And when I say organized, I mean I'm talking about goals. So the number 4 on what you're going to have to quit doing is, to be a successful mompreneur, is you're going to have to stop the unhealthy habits. You're going to have to stop the unhealthy habits. Sorry, I was trying to look at this skill. You're going to have to stop the unhealthy habits. I'm talking about your nutrition and your fitness habits. As an entrepreneur, you're going to want to make sure that you're getting good rest. Of course, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be days where you're not sacrificing and putting in a lot of work. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you want to be your best version. You want to show up your best self. You want to be the best you as a mompreneur. Meaning, what are you eating? What are you putting in your body? Are you taking care of yourself? Because if you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to show up for your clients? How are you going to have the energy to wake up every day and do the day-to-day admin things you need to do for your business? How are you going to show up for the people that need you, that are reaching out to you, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not taking yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically? So you're going to have to develop healthy habits as an entrepreneur. Sweetie, you have no choice but to do that. You got to take care of your temple. Okay? I believe it's possible. We're not talking be a bodybuilder. We're talking about watch the foods you eat. Go for a walk sometimes. Read your Bible. Develop your character. right? Allow the word of God to enter into your ears, meditate on it, think of those things, allow yourself to process that throughout the day. Those are important. You want to build those habits as a mompreneur. You don't want to build the, oh, because I'm busy, I'm a mom and I have kids, I'm gonna just eat whatever I want. I'm gonna be on the go. And this also correlates with the other point that I made earlier about being disciplined. Okay, the number 5. This will be the last thing I mentioned on what you need to quit in order to be a successful mompreneur is you're going to have to quit doom scrolling. Their internet can be not internet, social media to be in particular, can be addicting to some people if you have not developed that healthy habit of putting your phone down. And like I said, this deals with being disciplined as well, as stated earlier. But if you have not developed that, you're going to find yourself in many situations doom scrolling. But as an entrepreneur, you don't have time to doom scroll. You should be focused on your business. You should be focused on the next thing. And if you are busy doom scrolling, how are you gonna accomplish your goals? If half your day is spent looking at other people's lives, looking at other people's videos, you're spending time. This is unproductive time. These are unproductive watch hours, and you're not doing anything online. You're just scrolling, scrolling, you're not doing anything. How is that beneficial to you as an entrepreneur? How is that beneficial to you and growing your mentality and growing your learning, your education as an entrepreneur? Some of that time could be spent learning about finances. Some of that time could be spent learning about marketing. If you want to grow in marketing, the time you would be doom scrolling should be the time that you should be learning about marketing. You have the time to do the things that you need to do. You just have to use your time wisely. So many people complain, oh, I don't have time to do all these things I need to do. You may not have time to do every single thing, which is why earlier I said don't be afraid to ask for help, because one, you really won't be able to do everything. Some things you will need to outsource. Great. So you're using your time wisely by doing that. But one cannot fully complain about not having enough time if their time is not being used productively. So you have to be productive in your usage of time. So to be a successful mompreneur, those are some of the, I just said 5 things that you can do to be successful. Now, I want to hear back from you all. If you have not hit the follow, hit the follow. I am posting videos every week. I love to engage with people. If you have questions, I love to engage with moms that are entrepreneurs. If you have questions or if you want to connect, leave me a comment. Thank you for tuning in, and I will be back to post more this week, and I will catch y'all later.